good, y'all? It's your boy Blak G 92. Now, for this afternoon, I'm kicking off the third part of me reacting to top 10 Goriest Anime from the year 2000 to 2019, plus mini reviews. Like I said, this video is long as fuck, so that's why I split it to multiple parts. So this is part 3, and this is the 7th day of the 31 Days of Halloween Season 3 special that I got going on this channel. So be sure to tell a friend, co-worker, family member about this channel, man. It's just so I can stay plugged in for this entire month, doing a bunch of reactions in each day, that is. So I'm going to go ahead and see what else is on this countdown. About 3, 2, 1. Ooh, guts hanging out. Terraformers. Them roaches strong as shit.
Our number 6 Goriest anime is Pt.III. It's a science fiction anime that starts off promising, super violent, and action-packed.
Nice. I could tell Terraformers. I thought it was Terraformers because that's how Watch Mojo pronounced it. I think because I've seen this but seen this anime in the countdown off of there as well, and also another one. So damn, this one must have been up there as far as like gore and like action, huh? And just being graphic, huh?
In the future, we sent roaches to Mars to terraform the planet, but they somehow evolved into super strong humanoids that kill every human in sight.
Yeah, bad idea from humans. They always make stupid decisions. Turn into straight mush. Pull straight from the spine down. Makeshift sword on them.
A force of Earthlings has been sent to Mars to take control of the planet, and they each have a unique animal ability. But don't worry, there's no furries here. It's more of a cat girl thing, so it's not bad. And when someone uses their animal ability, there's a really cool scientific explanation, so you learn something about nature.
Preying mostly on cockroaches, the huntsman spider has thrived and spread across the globe. Fine hairs on its body can detect subtle movements, allowing it to precisely locate its prey.
Pt.III. started off really promising and action-packed, but unfortunately the second half of Season 1 isn't very good and doesn't deliver on the opening hype. Plus, Season 2 was very forgettable and didn't progress the story enough.
Damn.
If you're interested in sci-fi anime...
There always be something when, like, the second half of the first season of a show that's really interesting just drags into Season 2, doesn't do shit. Yeah, that is definitely like a bummer, especially if you get into a show the first half of the first season, then like other parts and even the season after that or two. If of course, like most shows go off by ratings and such and viewership, so that's always like just a bummer, you know what I mean? Because you wish for a show to keep the momentum up. Now, I'm going to have to check out for myself if what he says holds any sort of weight. But it sounds like, it sounds reasonable for any sort of show aside from this one. That's just because, like I said, I haven't seen it myself. I'm going to go and see how it stacks up.
I'd recommend Psycho-Pass, Gantz, Cyber City Oedo, or Ergo Proxy instead.
Okay.
However, Pt.III. is still a decent series with some cool action and kills.
Looks like it. Especially with the protagonists have animal problems. That bitch going crazy.
Dumb bitch!
Now that you made it this far, can you handle my top 5 Goriest anime?
Oh yeah.
You think I'm some kind of pussy, huh?
At number 5, it's a personal favorite of mine, the science fiction thriller Gantz. If you want action, brutal, violent deaths, titties...
You've been looking at her and getting stiffies, huh?
And lots of heads exploding, this is the anime for you.
Don't you fuck with us, you little shitwad!
Damn. Just talking big, his head explodes.
I love the story in Gantz too. It draws you in from the start and is extremely unpredictable because anyone can die, even main characters. But the story is hard to explain.
Wow.
What place has the best melons? Control! Story fetching!
You see, in Tokyo, people who die find themselves resurrected in a room with other dead people from all over the city. What's even stranger is there's a naked old man in a black metal ball. Then the dead people are given science fiction weapons and instructed to go out into the city at night and hunt down a dangerous alien for points.
This is fucking crazy!
I won't spoil what happens because I want you to enjoy this amazing series and find out for yourself, but I can tell you that several of the episodes are extremely brutal and exciting, and the survivors grow from their experiences.
Sounds
You
like
have everything here, even some funny scenes.
Teacher!
Yes.
Corona's got a hard on.
Damn.
Man, you're such a horror dog! Is making it with a girl the only thing you think about?
Holy fucking cow.
It's true.
You just wish I did. Oh.
The manga is also really good. I've reread the entire thing multiple times. It goes by really fast, and I highly recommend it. If these panels don't make you want to read it, nothing will. Is that Hitler?
Looks like it. Definitely Hitler. I'll definitely check out the manga and put the anime on the watch list as well. Classic.
At number 4, Elfin Lied. Or is it Lied? Lied? Whatever.
It's
One of
Lied.
you can yell at me in the YouTube comments about how it's pronounced. Now,
It's
throughout the
Lied.
2000s, this was the violent anime everybody would talk about. It was really popular on message boards and torrents, and it still stands today as one of the most violent series out there.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'll take this, bitch! Watch out!
Honey, where's the bad person now?
Wow. They had to put the laughing track to throw everything off, but yeah, that girl over there was a trip though, because that threw me off when I first seen the series in full. I think it was on, it may have been on YouTube or Hulu, may have been Hulu or YouTube when I first saw the series in full in English dub, of course, and like, it just threw me off. It's like she just pointed and then like his head just slices off. Of course, with the vectors and such, that just threw me off because they was looking for a suspect. She just pointed, it slices the dude's head off, and proceeds to kill this guy. But anyway, that's another
Of
favorite scene.
people,
from there.
even little kids and puppies, get decapitated, beaten to death, sliced up, or they just fucking explode.
Yep.
In the story, a girl with invisible powers named Lucy escapes from a facility, then loses her memory, and lives with a teenage brother and sister. Lucy's been traumatized in the past, so she jumps between a playful personality and a serious one.
Really fucking serious. Yeah, very serious.
The facility hunts down Lucy throughout the story. Elfin Lied will wrap up nicely by the end with a lot of action and good emotional scenes, so it's definitely worth watching once.
Yes, I agree. Naked lolly warning.
Just make sure you watch this in private. This
Agreed.
isn't a hentai, but the characters are naked a lot.
Yes, a
So
lot of
don't
time.
watch this in public unless you want people to think you're some lolicon pervert.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Making a mistake. Making a mistake.
Where did that show clip come from? I
At
gotta
number
check it out.
3, Blood C. Holy shit.
Before we say anything about this anime right here, I actually in the middle of rewatching this for the second time. Like I think it was like a few days ago actually, and I think I was on the 5th episode, the second time viewing that is, because I watched it once, like sometime last year during the holidays, and it was pretty like out there as far as the action and as well as like the opening scene like theme song and such, and of course the ending theme song. They were pretty much the highlights of it, and of course the fight scenes and such, and the gore. So quite sure he's gonna mention the gore. So.
Conclusion of this anime is so fucking gruesome.
Yes.
But unfortunately, unedited video of Blood C is blocked on YouTube.
Boo.
However, that's not going to stop me from showing you this amazing anime and telling you all about it. These uncensored screenshots will give you an idea of how gory it gets.
Yes.
This is definitely one of the most brutal moments in anime history. You need to see this series for yourself.
I second that.
Blood C is about a katana-wielding high school girl named Saya who defends her town from monsters in secret. So fans of Akame ga Kill, Claymore, and all the other Sword Girl animes should enjoy this one.
Hold up.
There's
Hold on. Let me see that. What other he's shown? There's
monsters in secret. So fans of Akame ga Kill, Claymore, and all the other Sword Girl animes.
Let's see. Okay, got quite a few. Got a couple of unfamiliar titles and a few other ones I haven't checked out yet. But
should enjoy this one. There's also typical happy slice of life moments mixed in at the start, so it may seem like Blood C is going to be another cliched anime about a teenage girl who fights monsters at night and goes to high school during the day. Anime cliche number 67. But suddenly, halfway through, the action becomes extremely gory when the series switches things up and the monsters start attacking people in broad daylight.
Yeah.
When this happens, the anime starts to become really interesting. You learn more of the backstory, and Saya's friends start to become endangered and more involved with the plot. This makes the series definitely worth watching. The monsters are also really cool with unique ideas, like this one that's a fucking train.
Now that monster is pretty unique in design. A whole train. Woo! That line fucks
It's the
those
best
people
of the
up.
Blood series, and definitely one of the goriest I've seen, especially near the end.
Yes.
Damn!
That was my
For
reaction when
number
I first seen
2,
that
it's
scene.
Corpse Party. This anime is one of the craziest I've ever seen. Don't let the super cute moe intro fool you.
Oh no!
This
I'm
has
not
some
seeing
of
that
the
at all.
most brutal gore I've seen anywhere.
Painful way to
And the
die.
animation quality and detail is really high. No one really talks about this one either, but I liked it. It starts off with a group of high schoolers performing a ritual to stay friends forever. But then suddenly there's an earthquake and they find themselves separated and teleported to an old schoolhouse haunted by little ghost kids with scissors.
Damn.
The high school students are hunted down and brutalized in some fucked up ways.
Mm. Mm. God damn.
The students have to figure out the mystery behind the ghosts in order to save their friends and return home. This plays out like a really good horror movie or video game,
Yeah.
and there's lots of disturbing imagery and sounds meant to frighten you and the characters. So if you're looking for some short, gory survival horror, this is perfect. It gets good really fast and is only 4 quick episodes, and it has a really good ending. This anime also has the deadliest children I've ever seen. I mean, fuck. They even have, like, psychic force field powers.
一緒に行きましょう。
Push the shit out. Now, before he reveals number one, I have to say, when I first ran across this, as far as like someone talking about this anime through Spooky Rush channel, like he did breakdowns. I think it was like 2-3 different two breakdowns of the series, whatever. And actually, that's when I first caught my interest as far as the series, and this one further cemented that. So now, anyone in the comment section, let me know where I can find this anime. But we're gonna watch the last few minutes, and then we're gonna just pause it and go end this. I go ahead, get my final thoughts before he reveals number one. Man, is this what I think it is? Hellsing Ultimate. Is it Hellsing? Not Hellsing Ultimate, but fuck, I forgot the title. But
How are we supposed to fight Nazi vampires? It's bullshit!
Now, if that doesn't catch your interest, nothing will. And oh fuck, this anime is a real treat.
it is.
Hellsing Ultimate is one of the best looking anime ever made. The animation...
Yes, but before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and pause right there and like conclude it on the final part, which is part 4. So I won't take too long, but like you said before, like before I paused it, that was a very great anime. So I'm quite sure he's going to further elaborate on the thoughts. I'm saving them for part. Like I said, I'm saving for part 4, and that was, like I said, that was part 3 of the top 10 Goriest Anime from the year 2000 to 2019, plus many reviews and he made some very solid choices as far as like the top 5 up there. Like started with Gans, and then went into like Elfen Lied, of course. I mean, no countdown of this caliber is complete without Elfen Lied in there. So we got to put Elfen Lied in. Now, it was pretty cool they mentioned like Blood Sea in there too, because like I said, I've watched it once. It was like I said, it was pretty enjoyable show, and there's of course it might have been like super great or nothing. It wasn't terrible, but you know what I mean. For the action and whatnot, it was pretty solid. You know what I mean? It held up, like as far as like the action and as far as the action and the gore and such, which is what I'm for sure people that have seen the anime came to see. I mean, and of course, I mentioned in the theme and opening theme and whatnot. And of course, that one song Side be singing during the morning and everything, walking to her school and such. Quite sure, but that most people would like the show for that reason. But yeah, he got some pretty solid choices in there, which I definitely approve. I got no objections to none of the choices, and I'm looking forward to see what he has to say, what other comments he has to say about Hellsing Ultimate, which, well, let me rephrase that. Well, what a few further comments he has to say about Hellsing Ultimate, because it's starting off rather solid, of course, and definitely made some good solid points in there, as well as the other 4 choices in there. So you want to react to more countdown videos in regards to say anime or like horror, anything related to horror, be sure to post them in the comment section below. And if it's your first time watching this reaction, be sure to hit the like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for what I have in store for this month, especially because I'm going to post a bunch of reactions and also live streams like this throughout this entire month, going into next month, because this channel's just going fucking up. That's just point blank period. And let me know what you think of like this reaction in the comment section below as well. And also be sure to follow me in the social media accounts, which will be posted in the description box as well. And hit that donation link to my PayPal to support your boy and working towards getting that merch and living expenses. So yeah, however much you want to donate, be sure to just click that donation link to my PayPal. So yeah, so we can support your boy out here in these YouTube streets. This your boy Blak G 92 about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.